Hey guys, and welcome back to another NRL Fantasy Fanatics podcast. It's the two co-hosts, Will Fancher and Callan Jensen, and today we are going through results from the week.
Yeah, hey guys. So it was a pretty good week for my team, up to like 2.6k now, and I scored a 902. But let's talk about this game. And I made the late change of bringing in Jacob Little, and it looked like an absolute unreal purchase. Putting together a 74 along with a Jacob Krause 79. This game started off really well for us. You see Jacob just on the wing. He looks like an absolute gun. Runs the ball hard, tackle bust, scores tries. And on the same thing with Little at hooker, playing 80 minutes, he tackles well and runs the ball. I reckon if he plays 80 minutes, his base is at least a 45, and he'll make money on top of that. Matt Burton looks really good. He's playing unreal, but is in Origin, so probably don't look to buy him. Jermaine Salmon scored a double, and God, I was disappointed when he scored that double. What do you thought? 65 points. The week got a dog.
I got rid of him twice and seen go over 2-5. Yeah, 5 is really kicking the ass. We've seen him score a try, I think, once this season. It was only 30 odd, so an absolute kick in the bum for us this week. But we see underneath him, Reed Marnie. We thought his minutes get limited, but they did by 30 minutes. But he still was out there having a fully crack with 59 and is a solid performer, even with all those negatives. He was awesome.
Yeah, he was good. He always puts in negatives though. And you see Max King 56 and 49 minutes. The minutes do worry me a bit, but he is killing it with a PPM of over 1. We know what he can do. Just offloads the ball, tackles hard, and I think he is a very good captaincy option this week. So, with the news of Viliami kick out, are you interested in bringing in Jacob Preston this week?
Yeah, 100%. I'm liking that edge position. And I've heard a lot of people wanting to sell Crichton now, especially after his run of tries and Origin. He'll miss probably 4 of the 8 games if he can hold his form and stick in the Origin side. So you can definitely downgrade there and save some money, especially for a guy like Jacob Preston, where we know he was awesome last year and we know he can do awesome things this year. So I definitely think he can do that. He's pretty
Yeah.
his price tag. Yeah.
And then I'm going down. You see, Zach Lomax gets the wing spot for New South Wales. Do you think he's a hold right now, or is he a sell?
I reckon he's a sell. Better wing back options. Gonna start.
And then can we quickly put together our hands for my man Jaden Sewer, number 11 in the Queensland team, or 12, whichever one. Numbers don't really matter. But what are your thoughts? Banking the 38 is here. Are you looking to hold him, or are you looking to sell him?
Undersell.
Yeah, I think time for Jaden Sewer is done.
Depends if he can hold that spot, but he definitely will stay in that.
Yeah. And then going down here, Kyle Flanagan could be a hold now, just with Ben Hunt leaving, and he might have to do more now. Ben Hunt, he's probably a sell. And Sam Hughes got the 40 minutes, but wasn't really his game. Is Sam Hughes a sell now, or is he a hold?
He's definitely a hold, just through this Origin period, and you're lucky to stay through a guy like me who has Yeo or Carrigan, like those two. They both miss out on Origin for 4 games, so definitely a hold in my opinion.
Yeah, and then you see Fuimano Brown make way with Raymond Fatola-Mariner scoring a 20, scoring a 12, and Jack Bird and Jaime Sele both injured, getting 11 and 9. And our best wishes is out for Jack Bird. We know what he's been through with his injuries. So going on down here, you see the Cowboys beat the Tigers. And Valentine Holmes 80 points. God, he was unreal. And I think he is a hold until at least around 16. Just see how he goes in Origin. But yeah, he's unreal. And is Lachlan Galvin, will he be a season-long keeper in your team, putting together 77, and most of it coming in base? He was unreal.
Yeah. And I reckon he's at running 5'8" that you see, and especially the Tigers number 7 lacking in like the West Tigers at the moment, the halfback, whoever it is, through injuries right now. It's just Galvin's really stepping up with that ball, playing half, and he's creating all those chances for either side. And we see him on both sides of the field, so I think he's definitely a season-long keeper.
Yeah, okay, and I got a lot of stick for this argument that we had about this guy, but I mean, I think I won the argument in the end. He put together a 64. You were saying don't buy him. He's like, why would people buy him in the first place? But I've owned him for 2 weeks. He's gone 52 and 64. Are you looking to buy him after their round 13 buy, or was it 2 weeks ago when he was 530k and now he's too expensive?
I think he's too expensive. And with maybe like injuries coming back, we don't know what's going with Benji Marshall, because they have moved the squad around. I mean, Justin Matamuna has been named in that 13 sometimes, and then late now comes in. We never know what Benji's going to do last minute after a week of training. So I think he should stay away, let him go for the 2 weeks. He's definitely old.
Yeah. And then going down, you see Jeremiah Nanai, Tom Dean, Ruben Cotter, and Reece Robson all selected in Origin. Who of these people are you looking to hold, if any?
I would definitely go to hold Robson. I was someone. Unless you have Robson and Grant, I do think you don't want 3 hookers on your side, but I think Robson is a hold if you have him as your pure normal hooker. But I think Cotter's definitely a sell to some of the guy. Like Max King, I think is just 700k or just under it, so I think he's definitely a sell.
Yeah, agreed. And then going down, Chad Townsend put together a 54. He was really good. You saw Stefano Utatamano not make Origin and score a 53. Are you interested in him next week after their bye?
No, not really. Just only because of lack of trades, and also he's isn't the most consistent player, Stefano. You know how up and down his PPM, especially when he has a try in there. So definitely a sell. Let him go through. Oh no, not a sell. Definitely let him go through.
A hold, but you're not looking to buy him. Yeah, agreed. And then you see Siani, whatever the name is, Fanu. I think he's close to a buy, but probably now gone up too much and he's too expensive for me. Going down, Api Coruscant, yeah, he did well. It's just 7 missed tackles, doesn't really fancy me much. Scott Drinkwater, 3 try assists and still got a 46 with 14 negatives. Are you looking to buy him for this week, or is their buy schedule just too bad for you?
I think Scotty Drinkwater's still a buy. He's an option to have in the run home as well. Especially, I don't think he'll be playing Origin this year with Teddy, so I think he's definitely a buy still. Like he has been on a buy. He has been looking like a buy for the last.
Yeah, I agree. He's close to a buy, yep. And then going down, you see Thomas McKaylee getting that 13 spot. Yeah, he could be a very good buy this week, but just keep in mind they don't play 19 or 16, so probably one thing not very appealing to me. Justin Matamua made some money, but I wouldn't be looking to buy him. Helium Lukey scored a 30 in 64 minutes, playing 80 minutes this week. He'll be a good buy. How long does he hold it for? And then not really much going down. Jareem Buller, he'll be very cheap soon, 477k. But when the Tigers start playing well, you start picking him up. And then Isaiah Papali has been injured, and Alex Seyfarth probably get to the edge spot, which makes him become an interesting option. And then going on, so the Seagulls upset the Storm, and Tommy Talau scored 63 points, and God, he was good. Are you looking to buy him, or is 437k just way too much for you for Tommy Talau?
With Tommy Talau, we've seen what he can do. He can put up 1 performance, he can put up a 0 a day, but then some days he could get a lot of tackle busts and a couple tries and 2 line breaks with the tries as well. So like he has done, which I don't think he abides with those winger stats as they call.
Yeah, agreed. And then going down, you see Eli Katoa, he's definitely a hold on the buy. He'll be probably close to the best non-origin edge, along with Jerome Hughes too, best non-origin half. And then going down, Ben Travojevic banking a 54. Are you looking to hold him even though his team's on the buy?
Yeah, I'm looking to hold him just through origin. Like edge positions are very go pretty hard done by as good edges play origin, I think. Or have a terrible buy schedule. So I think Ben's definitely a hold, especially that center spot when the Raiders or Sharks have a buy. So
yeah. I think Daly Travens is a sell, just like not really putting up keeper numbers, and you don't really hold fringe keepers for Origin. Going on, are you holding Harry Grant, or is he a sell for you? He has a very good buy schedule, and we know what he can do. What do you think?
yeah, I think he's a hold.
Yeah, I agree. He's definitely a hold. I don't see why people would sell him. Just down so much money, like for his standard. Going down, Ruben Garrick, really good performance there. You're very happy with that. Ola Kawatu made Origin, but off the bench, I'd still be looking to hold him for now. Luke Brooks kind of back to form, and you see Wishart and Suafalangu with 39s, both pretty happy with that. And you're looking to hold both until Pappenhausen and Munster return back in those positions.
Yeah, I got both of them.
Yeah, agree. And then going down, not much else. Sean Bloor, banking to 23. Is he a hold or is he a sell?
No, I think he's still a hold, especially through the Origin period. They don't have the best bye schedule. I think the Storm have. They have 2 in now, but they got a good run home, and we know what Sean Bloor can do. So.
Personally, I think that if Bloor is playing, if you don't have enough round 13 players, Bloor can be used to be sold though. Like he's maxed out in price, and there's a lot of good round 13 edges coming up. So you see James Tedesco did not make Origin, and just put together a 69 up 42k, and it was an unreal buy from me when I bought him. And just he did everything this game. 2 tries, 2 tries, a line break, 9 tackle bust, 150 metres. He looked back to one of his best, and I personally thought he's going to get selected for Origin off this game. But is Tedesco a must buy for you, or does that round 14 buy put you off him a bit?
Not a must buy, but he is a buy if you want to rely on the guy, especially for the run home. We know how good he has been consistent this year. But I just don't think, because he's in that fringe selection, because we know if Madge loses this game, or maybe the second game, he'll put Tedesco somewhere, and I think he'd be pretty hard done by from going the captain to being dropped. So I think he'll make his way back to the Wales team somehow. So
I think he definitely can.
But either way.
And then you see Nafu White getting a 62. I think he's an avoid for now. I just don't really see him holding the 13 position for very long. I see Nat Butcher could be one good game away, and then Victor Radley back to the 13. So for me, it's an avoid, and you can't have too many of these players in your team just because of the round 14 bye. Going down, Joey Manu banging together 58. I think he's a very good option, but not playing fullback this week. I'm not as interested in him. So Angus Crichton made us 354k, 855k. Got a 54. Is he a hold, or are you selling him? What are you doing?
Well, it's just we know how good he can be, but I think 800k right now is pretty expensive. He's just been averaging sort of 50 for those like non-big try scoring games that he has had. Like his attacking stats have been very high with those 80s and 100s. So I think a lot of people are selling him where you could maybe find that little point of difference to gain some ranks, maybe if you hold him. But I definitely think he has to be a sell. You can free up somewhere else. We see all these up and coming edge positions now with Preston and everything. So I think
I think Angus Crichton is a very clear sell. And going down Sam Walker, I'm not very interested in him at all, but I'm a bit biased, not being the biggest Sam Walker fan. KO Weeks got a 51 and 500k now. Is it just too late for KO with Jamal Fogarty due back in about 6 or 7 weeks?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, agreed. If you don't have him, let him go through the keeper.
Especially if you have Strange as well.
Yeah, agreed. And then going down, saw a fair few people brought in Joe Tarpany. I don't think he was a very good buy. Just not looking himself. And don't know what happened there. Terrell May put together a 39. Personally, he'd be starting with their bench. I think that he's a very good hold. Lindsay Collins making Origin. Keary, not very interested at all. Dom Young put together a 31. Are you interested in him, or was he never really a buy and he's now just a hold?
Well, I think he's just a hold in my opinion. I don't think he's a buy, just that 30 that he's shown. But Roosters have been awesome scoring points this year, but I think he's definitely a hold.
Yeah, and then I think Ethan Strange is definitely a hold for this round, and then could move him on next round when he's on the bye, which is what I will be doing. And then going down, not much else here to talk about. So on to the next game, Sharkies Panthers. Let's talk about them right now. Put together 17 for us in 31 minutes, and probably his worst game of the year. Down 60k. Is there a reason to sell Nicho Hynes, or is it stupid?
There's two sides. He's the number one. He's been the number one player, averaging 70, and the other side is he does have that the calf thing. I think he's had over for a while now. He's got that calf issue, which he may find hard backing up for Origin. So he's definitely, I would worry to put the C on him if he does back up and you keep him. So there's two sides that may not play a couple more extra ones, because if he, assuming he plays all 7 games and they don't put Mitch Moses in there, that's 4 of the 8 games he doesn't play. And then with that lingering calf issue, he could miss even more backing up, especially you know how hard it is backing up from Origin on Wednesday and playing Saturday or Saturday
Yeah.
Sunday.
And for me, he has 110 break even. So I'm leaning closer to the sell side, depending on how many trades you have.
Yeah.
Yeah,
100%.
but anyway, going on. Jerome Luai, someone we were very interested in, and we brought him in the PNG NRL Fantasy Fanatics collaboration team, and he put together 95. He looked really good, but he's probably a sell now with Origin there, and he just got you 77k in price rises. Dylan Edwards, a 70. He's been unreal. Personally, I think up 163k, he is a hold. Just with doesn't miss any minor or major minor bye weeks. So that's what I think makes him a hold, and Cleary will be back by around 20 and he'll be good to go. Cameron McInnes, is he a hold or are you looking to sell him?
I'm looking definitely to sell and find somewhere else. I could move other people around, but again, just depending. If I had 17 to 14 trades, I'd definitely sell him. But at this point in time, no, we don't anything away.
Yeah. And then I'm going on. You see James Fisher Harris and Liam Henry, not really interested in them. But Jack Cole, a 59k in price rise, 58 points, sorry. Are you interested in him now, or is Cleary just too close for you? And with Brad Schneider being listed, does Cole get dropped next week when Luai's back?
Well, I picked up Cole. I think he's definitely a pick up just to all the boys coming back to Earth, and I think yeah, he's just a hold if you have him.
Yeah. And then I'm going down. I think Isaiah Yo's a definite hold, by far the best middle. And with the news of Taylor May being out for the season, I think Paul Alamotti becomes a very good buy, but their buy schedule isn't the best. So for me, I'll be avoiding Scott Sorensen, the same, getting position, but not the best buy schedule. 12 missed tackles for Brinton Nearcutter. Do you think that makes him are you holding him for now that he's playing round 13, or is he a sell after round 13?
I reckon he's definitely a hold. A lot of people just bought him in quick, just with that low. He's just priced down. We know he can get up to that 700k and he can. So I think he's on.
Yeah, and not much else. Atkinson, yeah, you're definitely holding him for now, especially with Hines in Origin. Teague Wilton probably wasn't a buy. Isaac Tungo, he'll be very cheap soon, 29 with 535k. You could get him for 500k. That's a snag. Jaden Brayley down to 566k. They got absolutely destroyed. Was never going to be his game. And then Tommy Hazelton didn't score a try. And last player on this list, Eero. When is it time to sell him? Is it after this week? 277k, and I still averaging 41. But what are your thoughts on Eero?
I still think he's a hold. We know he hasn't had too many attacking stats, but we know the base he can together. So I think he's a hold at the moment. Just origin period, and then
Yeah, not
it's
too many
time to start-
attacking stats either.
Yeah, and then it's time to start filtering out these guys that are, but even cheapies and just upgrading after origin.
Yeah. So another late out for the guy I brought in, Ryan, a couple of weeks ago, Ryan Madison. It's been tough owning him, that's for sure. But going on, the Rabbitohs get another win for the season. Not many of them, but Keon Kalonga-Matangi, he looked really good. I do think that Keon is close to a buy after their buy, but I think, yeah, you give it a week and see how the other edge options go. Marcus Evo, he is not a buy. Damien Cook, if you still had him for the 57, you're very happy. With a couple of 80-minute games in a row and Peter Mamazoulis on the bench, you're very happy with that. Latrell Mitchell, this is the games he puts up. 6 goals, a try assist, 3 try assists, 3 turnover tackles, and still putting together 57. You're not very happy with that, but I do think that Latrell is definitely a hold, but I would not be looking to buy him. Jai Arrow, I had him in my same game multi as a try scorer this week, and I was very happy with that. Wouldn't be looking to buy him. Jermaine Hopgood is definitely a hold for now. Do you agree, or not really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Going down here, Dylan Brown get a 51 with the news of Mitch Moses, who will be my captain this week, by the way, for everyone coming back. Is Dylan Brown a hold, or is he a sell now at 777k?
This with these origin guys that you may want to sell, I think Brown is definitely a hold.
Yeah. Going down, not much else here. Blaze Talungi dropped to the bench. Oh, God. He's been so good for them. Made us 181k. I do think you hold Blaze for one more week, hoping for late changes in, but you see Brandon Hand with a 31 and now looking like an 80-minute hooker. Are you interested in Brandon at all or not really?
Not really, as I'm sorted for that round 13 spot, but maybe if someone wants to bring in a cheap guy, yeah, Brendan could be a short.
Yeah, Brandon with the dual position playing around 13, 230k. I'm interested, but I do think it comes with some risk. Going down here, yeah, Joey Lussick is dropped to the emergencies, and you see Havili drop on minutes. Not much else here, though. 2 games to go, guys. So you see the Titans getting a win over the Broncos, and you talk us through this game with your Broncos playing the Titans.
Yeah, we saw Keeney have an absolute blinder. Good for people with Foldham or Broadham. For this time, it was about time he put up a massive score, and he's definitely a hold now. But Campbell looking coming back. Haas was awesome with 77. I think he's a hold if you have him, but definitely not a buy, especially with Origin period. No Origin players a buy at this moment. Both Fama could be an awesome option on that edge, getting back the old Both Fama that we know off that massive knee. So he could be looking like a pickup. Bolshe don't see him a pickup, maybe even a sell, because he will play 3 Origin rounds, missing games. Fifita, he's not a buy, just expensive and maybe playing Origin, but if you have him, he's kind of old. Never in doubt with Fifita to sell him. Paddy Carrigan, some would say maybe he might be a sell just with that price going down from that 800k he was at. Corey Jensen could be looking. I've been looking at him. Got that mid position. It would be better if he had that dual position, but he could be looking like a bit of a pickup as he's been awesome this week. Last week. Especially with no Haas and Carrigan, he could like stepping up this week.
Yeah, agreed.
We moved down. Karapani, the new center, he was awesome. Just a lot of line breaks there, which is just throws me off a bit, especially with his price rise. I don't think he's the best cheapie to be looking.
Yeah.
I'd say Cobbo's a sell.
Yeah, agreed. But he's on the bench, so he might not get big minutes.
You.
A fair few people are looking at Jock Madden. Do you think he could be a buy or not really?
I don't think so.
No, either.
Could, that 500k price tag, I just don't think.
Yeah, either do I. What are your thoughts on Brenton Piakura getting selected in the Origin team, and is he a hold?
How many times have we said hold or sell Brenton Piakura this year? I think he's definitely a sell. For a cheaper guy, maybe even if you could find someone out there, we'll have a look at that in the next podcast, English Tuesday. But I'd put him in that team just for, let's say, experience, I guess, for a guy like him.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think he's definitely sell.
Not much else to talk about here. Are you interested in Ezra Mam at all, missing 8 tackles?
Well, we know Piakura will play actually. So I think he could.
But they don't play round 13 or 16.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, is Ezra Mam a sell or is he done?
Yeah, he's done. He's just bright. Those guys have just been a kick in the ass if you had him. Honestly, get rid of Melly. I think they're both done. Time's done.
Yeah. So Xavier Willison with the news of them being out, Carrigan and Haas, but around 13 and 16 buy. Are you holding him for that round 20 buy, or is both him and Kobe Hefferington, are they both sells now that they don't play 13 or 16, or are you holding them for that round 19 buy?
Well,
and hoping that
not many
the other players play small minutes in the backup games.
Yeah, I think they're both.
Yeah, I'd say that they're both definitely holds, just because of the big minutes they'll get and the PPMs they can put together, you know.
Yeah.
And probably the last one on this list is Joseph Pahalui.
I picked them up just as a late minute cheapie. Played 52 minutes. If you can just get that PPM there going, I think get the points
I
right.
mean,
I think he could be a good
if
option.
if Joseph got a 30, you would have been happy with that. Like, you would have taken it. And it wasn't really a base stack game. A lot of tries scored. And like you see,
Yeah.
David Fafita made 10 tackles. And that's not a lot for an edge. I know David's a bit of a on the lazier side, but still. So you see the Warriors get the win over the Dolphins in a tight one here. And Herbie Farnworth, they got a really good bye schedule here. Herbie Farnworth putting together 99 with a try saver, 3 line breaks, a try assist, 13 tackle bust. Are you interested in Herbie at all, or is this really an outlier game to get his average back up?
I think a bit of outlier, but his price is rising so much from that. He could be looking like an option. We know how good he is. I talk about his tackle busting form that he was at the Broncos, 13 tackle busts and 198 meters. I think this game was coming from.
Yeah, I agree. And then going down, Ewan Aiken, very interested in him this week. But again, for me, I can't do it with the abundance of round 14 options and players there are. But if you have enough, and he's definitely a hold, definitely. Tamari Martin, he's made 112k. But with their buy and Sean Johnson around the corner, I would not be looking to buy him. Freddie Lustick only got 70 minutes because Wade Egan was out of this game, and he always scores well when Wade's not there, but when Wade is there, he does not score well. Jackson Ford got the bye this week, averaging 49.8. Are you looking at Jackson Ford as around 16 edge, or are you really letting Jackson go through to the keeper?
Let Jackson go through the keeper. He's been consistent all year, just 646. I'd rather go to a guy like Jacob Preston, who we know he's done it before. He's been good this year, Jackson Ford, to give credit to him where credit's due, but I just don't think he's a pick up, in my opinion. I think he could easily lose some money here or just stay at that price tag. But I think other options.
Yeah, agreed. And then going down, Max Plath, are you happy with that 54 in the 57 minutes? Because he looked really good out there, and he got downdated 5 points.
Yeah, I think he was awesome out there, so I think he's definitely a hold, maybe
Yeah, agreed.
Hold.
Mitch Barnett, 52, got selected in the Origin squad. Are you holding Mitch at all, or not really?
No, Will. I don't think in the squad you don't miss any round games, right?
Not if you're 19 or 20th man.
Yeah. So yeah, he won't miss any games. So I think.
Yeah, I do think that he is a hold if you have him. Going on, Dallin Martinez-Lesniak played fullback, and he's a gun at fullback, but won't stay there for long enough. Jermaine Asako scored 2 tries, and I'm interested in him, but it's probably too late now, 595k. Going down, Jeremy Marshall-King put a 43 together. Jacob Little seemed to have been the better option than Jeremy Marshall-King. But with 12 negatives, Jeremy has these games in him, definitely. Not really many attacking stats, and I think it will get easier for them, and he's definitely a hold in my opinion. Is Dylan Walker too expensive with Adam Fanor-Blake and Tohu Harris could be back next week?
Yeah, I do believe Dylan Walker's too expensive. That utility role he played.
Corneli Lemuelu had 15 negatives and still put together a 42. Very interested in Lemuelu this year. 530k, but I think, yeah, too expensive if you're asking me. Sorry, too expensive, not too unreliable if you're asking me. Katoa, 11 missed tackles. That'll do it for you. 724 meters. But yeah, 42 for Katoa. You're definitely holding him with his schedule. Jazz Tavanga, 37. Not looking at him. This guy, M. Graham Tafua, making his debut. Congratulations. 0% of people own him. Hamaso Tabua Fido, missing 13, 19, 16, 14, 18. Is it safe to say that he is a definite hold now? Sell now?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Going down, you saw Tom Ali. You saw Bunty Afoa get 27 minutes. He wasn't 34 minutes and 27 points. I expected bigger points. Are you looking to hold him at all, or not really?
No, not really. Not at all.
And then going down, yeah, not really much else here. That pretty much wraps us up. We'll just go through my round 12 results. Yeah, so talking through it, Harry Grant, I'm looking to sell him. But not really much here. Like, we have spoken about most of these players. I do think that I'll be selling Angus Crichton, Jaden Sewer. Just quickly, sorry, we'll change it up. these are my trades as of right now. What are your thoughts on these?
Dylan Lucas is a very interesting one. Definitely a pot there. 2 edges coming through. I'm missing an edge. I think they're all good trades. Mitch Moses, you're definitely rolling the dice with these. Making ranks this Origin period. So I think they're solid trades in my opinion.
Yeah, and
Pretty quality guys.
we'll be chucking the captaincy on Mitch Moses right now, but I do think that Jacob Preston is close to my buy of the round or buy of the week.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next one for the buy, hold, sell.
See ya.